All right. No, I mean they wouldn't rape. I agree. They wouldn't rape it. I just kind of think that usually if you're trying to go out with courses with +1, is it better to save until you have more of them and try to then do it, or is it better to just attack early on? Because with the first courser, he did scout a little bit that there was scourges coming out. I don't know. Anyway, so we got Bonyth at the right location and Heartbreak Ridge as the red Protoss. His opponent, Trutacz, is going to be the green Zerg at the left location. Now, Heartbreak Ridge, I mean, I like this map really for... I mean, I like to watch it, I just don't really like too much to play. There's way too many cheesy things that you can do on this map. I think not that much in Protoss versus Zerg, it's more about Terran versus Protoss, Protoss versus Protoss with all these proxies. I mean, I guess you could try to do a proxy against a Zerg, but I don't know if that's something that's too efficient, considering that you can get pylon sniped with a few Zerglings. Okay, so a drone actually trying to make sure that a pylon is not going to be placed in that location. I guess that's why you put it there, to make sure that you don't get basically contained in your main while you're trying to get an early expansion. And a second drone is pulled off, so this, I mean, Bonyth is not really trying to do that, but yeah, if it was this kind of style, you could try to do something with it. Oh, actually pylon blocking this, which means that Trutacz is going to try to take his third before his natural. And it actually also burns a little bit on his cache, because he's not really that efficient in the positioning. Oh, there it goes down. Where's going to go the first one? So the third is the one that goes first. Now, to be fair though, Bonyth now is going to take his own Nexus without putting down the Forge. And the probe is still blocking it. The pull is basically just started, so he couldn't even try to put another pylon again. No gateway down yet. I mean, a little bit of money there. I wonder where this drone is going though. Because with what Trutacz was, I guess, trying to do, which is basically take two bases pretty much before even Zerglings are out. Okay, so we do see a gateway and a forge. I find it interesting. If you do see that the pool is this light, you still want to go for the gateway forge, or you might want to go for the double gateway. I'm not sure what's actually better in that situation. Actually, this, yeah, we've seen this maybe. We haven't seen this in this tournament, but this has happened in some games, and Bonyth is so focused on this that he might not see this attack coming. Now, speed probably has to be researched if you want to go through the back. I would be surprised if he didn't get speed ASAP to try to get it. Oh, is the probe going to find it? Because I don't know how many more minerals there are out here. This drone has been working here for quite a while. Is it going to find it? Okay, so it's going to find it. The question is this going to manage to mine it in time? Okay, Trutacz is not going to try. Well, that was actually pretty good from Bonyth. If you didn't see that, he would probably be in a lot of trouble. Hatch of place. Is this of place? It does look like it. Well, okay. Alright, so at this point, these Zerglings probably won't break through this position. Speed is researching as well as Lair. So we got both things going for Trutacz. There's still a relatively low drone count. We have only 15 drones. So because of the later stages of these bases, drones are actually even a little bit lagging. Oh, see, yeah, scouting this back just to make sure that there is no cannons there. Oh, so when the speed finishes, 4 Zerglings do get into the main. Now, they might do some damage. I mean, this will really depend mostly on... Wait, what? The Zealots are actually going to counter. Actually, there's only drones coming down from trutacz, so... That's not really that bad. If you... Wait, where are the Zealots going? If you can get these Zealots before any Zerglings are even started, and at the same time you manage to actually defend this position as Bonyth, I gotta say that was a pretty crazy thing to do. I would... Yeah, I mean, I guess most people were trying to just... I definitely wouldn't expect this. I mean, even you can see that even trutacz seems to be slightly caught off guard by this. He is making some Zerglings now, but you know, his economy liner was completely like evacuated from the natural. At the same time, Bonyth is actually getting some, well, not maybe damage yet, but he could get between this and try to be more efficient, I think. But still, is he gonna go for some drones? No, he's gonna try to go behind the minerals. Okay, that's gonna make these units slightly more efficient. And at the same time, we have another Zealot trying to go to the third. Unfortunately, is greeted by 4 Zerglings, so yeah, that's not gonna do. It still probably did block trutacz a lot from making more drones, so yeah, pretty good. Now, that being said, while all of this was going on, we do see that Spire finishes, and at the same time we have Coursers, and again we have armor for trutacz coming down. So it seems like trutacz is again going to try to contest the air. Now, Spire's finished. I mean, I have to admit that those 3 Zealots didn't do as much damage. They mostly dealt economical damage because there were no drones being produced and the evacuation from the natural. But not too much died in there, so just here. Bonyth, hidden expansion. I mean, the funny thing is that that might actually work, because if trutacz again wants to go for this kind of same style and go for basically mutas with armor upgrade, and this game Bonyth decides to wait until he has, I don't know, 12 courses maybe, if this base doesn't get scouted, then it's probably gonna be really hard. Now +1, do we have +1 here? So Bonyth is pretty much repeating the same build that he was doing before. Now, mutas are coming up, so trutacz is going back to the same thing that he did last game. And it's actually a pretty decent amount of mutas. So once armor is finished, you do want to have a lot of coursers to battle that. Now this Nexus is about to finish. Alright, so Nexus is up. Scourges are not going to find anything so far. 1 DT is going to go out. Probably not going to do anything. Yeah, we do have detection pretty much everywhere. We have even some Sunkens. So the DT is not really going to do anything, at least for now. And this Nexus is finished, but there's nothing happening here. I mean, to be fair, you have this thing and you're thinking like, should I even build probes? Because if this gets founded, it dies instantly. Like, there's no actual reason why trutacz would try to scout this location. You can see he's actually trying to scout a different third, but he might eventually find it. And when he does, if you don't have a good army to stop it, or a few cannons with some coursers, you're going to lose a lot of investment there. So, okay, so the mutas are going to come up to the natural, going to start doing some micro against these probes. And where are the Corsairs? Okay, they're the Corsairs. They have to be careful against the Scourges, though. They're the Scourges. Oh! Okay, they're not gonna get sniped this time. So that's good. Do we have Storm already? No. Okay, that's 4 Archons. Oh. Again, losing most of the Corsairs. I mean, the Archon is coming, so at least that should be able to defend it. Yeah, so far that's probably... I mean, trutacz is good enough to actually out-micro the Archon, so you do need to keep the Corsairs alive to be able to do something with it. Now, okay, are these gonna suicide? Oh! And... yeah, the Archon... wait, how the hell did 2 Zerglings get in there? I don't know how 2 Zerglings got in there. But with this, and actually starting to defend it, basically, although I have to say that these mutas are still doing a lot of damage. And trutacz is really getting ahead of this. And at the same time, this base, look, it's been up for a while, but it's not been producing for a very long time. If this base was producing for a very long time, and it had some cannons and things, then maybe Bonyth wouldn't be in terrible position. He'd still have a little bit of a hard time, because he lost a lot of his economy, he lost some courses, which is a big investment in gas. But he would at least have a chance to economically get back into it. But without this being producing for such a long time, that 400 mineral investment did not pay off. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. And the DT, I think it did spot this, but with the overloads there already in place, it's not like it can do anything. Even more Scourges coming up from... wow, a lot more Scourges coming up from trutacz. Yeah, I mean, trutacz is basically constantly making sure that there is no way that these courses can get into a good amount, as Arkneon mentioned, and at the same time the economy is not doing too well. I mean, with a few Dragoons right now, that helps a little bit, but you still need the Archon. Oh. Oof. Yeah, still, I mean, still losing constantly Corsairs, and Bonyth is in shambles. I mean, he has 1,000 minerals, but he's not been able to rebuild anything through all this time because of the amount of pressure that trutacz has been putting on him. And trutacz is going to be on 4 bases in a second. Now, this base is up, but it's not been really that efficient for such a long time because of how much pressure there has been. Oh. Yeah, I mean, trutacz might have had 2,000 minerals, but he has the production to spend a lot of it relatively fast. And with this amount of Hydras, I mean, all this game, Bonyth has been trying to survive against the mutas. So he's not really getting an army that can fight, actually, a ground-based composition. I mean, you can see that Bonyth is trying to get out, and he has absolutely no defense in his main. And there's just 4 Corsairs with a good amount of Scourges coming up. Oh, this is actually quite painful to watch, because Bonyth for such a long time was trying to hold on, and he's still... Okay, so we do see double cannons, and this base is now mining, so Bonyth is not out of it just yet. But yeah, like 2 High Templars only. Okay, 3 now. I hope Storm is finished. But even with that, these mutas probably could snipe these High Templars. And the cannons are not even done yet. And the mutas are going to fly in. Again, be annoying. Bonyth seems just had enough of this. He's just going to counter this. He's just going to attack with his own army. And at the same time, just hope that he can hold on with these Corsairs in the cannon. That's not going to work. He's going to lose most of his economy right now, and at the same time he's going to try to take down the 4th. But even if he takes down the 4th, his economy is on basically 1 base here, which is also undefended, and a hidden base. So he would have to actually kill trutacz with this army. And to be fair, I don't think it's possible. Oh, and trutacz is just going to go for the counter. He's not even going to bother with trying to defend his own bases. He has a lot of Hydras here, just some Lurkers. There's no obs here. Yeah, this is probably gonna be it. That's probably gonna be it. Yeah, now, oh, now Bonyth even trying to go back to save something of this, but I don't think even he's gonna be able to save, like, not the Nexus, that's for sure. Oh, well, unless trutacz just doesn't want to kill it. But he's just losing a lot of units constantly. I have to say, though, I'm really sad that this is how it went down, because, oh, even some lurker eggs block this. Doesn't actually get it, but still nice nonetheless. I'm really sad that this is how it went down, because Bonyth is a pretty decent, he's a very good player, so I should have just a little bit too abusive on this. He still has some economy, he's just, I mean, usually, as far as I understand it, you want to have more army supply as the Protoss when you're in this kind of mid-game situation. So if you have the same amount, like lower amount, oof. And trutacz is even like floating a few minerals here and there. I have to say though, Bonyth with this base, like without it he'd be completely fried. So that base actually is paying dividend for this game. Okay, so first questions first. Are there any more mutas? No. The mutas died. So there's not that constant threat for Bonyth. That's good. That's good. That's something Bonyth I think desperately needed. The problem is, well, actually trutacz is retaking his base extremely slowly, so it's still actually 3 base against 3 base. I don't think it's gonna matter, but Bonyth is not yet completely dead. He's just 85% dead. He's about to die, but he's not exactly dead yet. Nope. Okay, now he has to go back again, save his bases. And his main is going to get breached again. And more economy is going to die. No, we're just going to aim at the Nexus. Okay. So, trutacz doesn't really want to, like, he just want to kill the Nexus, the Nexi, and basically say, get out, you don't have any economy, you lost this game. But little does he know, Bonyth, okay, he knows now. So, yeah, as soon as he sends, like, these things up here, oh, man, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, that was not good. Not long, actually. Not long. Maybe like a minute. Okay. Well, I have to say, trutacz did win this pretty convincingly. Like, the first game, he got caught off guard. He tried really hard to get back into it, but didn't really work. But the second and the third game, trutacz really knew how to get into under Bonyth's skin. So